It's just another one of those funky Cypress Hill things. You know what I'm saying? And it goes like this. And it goes like this. Hey, don't miss out on what you're passing. You're missing the hooter of the funky Buddha. Buddha of your fucked up styles that get wicked. So come on and Cypress start to rip shit. We're like the outlaws striding. Suckers are hiding just behind the bush when you see me driving by. Hanging out the window with my magnum. Acting kinda local, just another local kid from the street getting paid from a vocal. Here is something you can't understand. Oh, I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. Oh, I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. Oh, I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand. Oh, I could just kill a man. Here is something you can't understand.
Yes, that's it. I want just to kill a man. So, believe me, I started to this video at 11 in here in Porto, but was just without sounds. I'm trying again record this video, but no problem. Now we work, okay? So now I think we'll be more fast. What I need to do? Yesterday I recorded a video that I explained what is CKRS. Let me just present my pencil. Okay. Yesterday I recorded a video to speak about CKRS. And then today we will create the first part of the video, okay, that will be the command project. Okay, we will create the command project together here. So first we will create the aggregate class. Aggregate class that it's composed by these annotations, right? The second part of the video, as I explained it yesterday, we will create our projector class that it's responsible to save our event on DB. We use Mongo to this, okay? So this will be the second part of the project, okay? And then last but not least, we will create our API. Very simple, just with a post method to call your command handler. Our command handler will invoke the event source handler, and the event source handler will invoke an event handler. Just a resume from yesterday. Command handler is responsible to intercept the commands. Event source handler is responsible to intercept the events, and then a event handler it's after sourcing. What I mean, after this annotation, it's declared and identified. This it's invoked automatically. Okay. And also I will show to you the axon server working. Okay. But let's stop the music, let's stop the speaker, and then let's do a code. Okay, I have more the class is morphing prepared on my side, because as I told it to you, I lost some time here, but I will try improve now. Okay, so what I did, I will try put this near to exemplify to you. What will you do now? we will create the aggregate class. Okay, and then let's create now the aggregate class. Okay, I already did the creation of the class to be more fast, but here, as I explained it today, on the aggregator class we need the aggregate annotation. Okay, the aggregate annotation is responsible to identify basically our domain, our, how can I say, our main class to 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 distribute our comments. And this is very simple. The aggregate annotation, it's from axon that you can see here. Okay, and then we will create this together. Sorry. Okay, what is necessary on this class? And let me remove these breakpoints. Okay. For the aggregate class, first I will create here a log because we will need this log. I will use the log from SL4J. It's very simple. It's just to log some information that will be necessary. Okay, sorry Mac. Log effector, where are you? Log effector. Get class, get logger class. Okay, please complete beverage class. Okay, we have our log here working. What will be necessary now? From the axon, we need use this annotation, aggregate identifier, private. I will just put ID. Okay. What is the proposal for this annotation? This is the main annotation that will identify your event on Axon server. Okay, it's mandatory. It's mandatory we use this annotation because without this annotation we can't follow our event. We can't do the observability inside our event. Okay, basically this is mandatory. What we need now, we need create here a constructor, public constructor. We need two, in fact. After I will explain why. Okay, let's create another constructor here. And then I will receive a command, create beverage command. I don't know if you will remember, but let me return here to the middle. The aggregate works with parameters, right? Let me get the pencil. Parameters. The command handler receive command objects. So, facing this, on this parameter, we need use a command object. Okay, I already create this object, create beverage command, just to be possible, be very simple. And then of course we will annotate this constructor as command handler. Okay, returning here, we have the command handler. And yesterday I explained it to you. If you have a command handler, it's mandatory you have an event source handler. Okay, we have a command handler, and now is necessary, we have a event source handler. Okay, let's create this event source handler. Event. Okay, thank you, IntelliJ. Event source handler. And let's create a public void because this is not will return anything. It's not on, it's on. It's a pattern, okay? All events it's called on, but you can use them the name that you want. I already create my object, create beverage event. I will show these events after for you. Come on, why you are lazy? Event. Okay, so we have a command and we have event source handling. Till now, it's okay, simple, very simple. But let me explain why we need two constructors, but one empty and one with a command class. If you ask me if it's beautiful, no, I don't like it. It's beautiful. We have some ways to do this, but the axon server requests to implement a empty um, constructor and another one receiving some comment to be possible to declare the comment. Why? Because if we have this, if you look this annotation aggregate, it's from the axon. Look the scope, it's a prototype. As you can see, the prototype scopes, it's mandatory. You construct something and then it's necessary we implement this constructor. Okay, here we have the aggregator class and it's a prototype. Basically, it's a mandatory. We have this information. Okay, continuing. Let's start the workflow for these aggregates. Just to remember you, what is aggregate classes? It's classes that contains the main business rules according some domain. Here we are creating a beverage inside an online store, for example. Okay, and then of course the beverage aggregator. The beverage makes sense be aggregator. Why? Because we will have create beverage, delete beverage, update beverage. We can have others functionality, and then we need to concentrate this in one single class. Okay, because this it's a aggregator. Returning this, if you have a command handler, we need intercept this command and then dispatch this to an event. How we can do this? Using another class from the axon aggregate lifecycle. Okay, that we have the apply, and the apply will is necessary. We apply this for some event, right? If you have a command, I explained it to you that it's necessary you have an event source handler. And the event source handler, it's waiting an event. It's not a command. So let's create a new. I have already created here in some, I think it's in some place, create beverage event. And then it's necessary we inform the objects that it's necessary. Get name, command get category. I think you have price, command dot get price and command dot get quantity in stock. Okay, what I did here. I'm just filling the informations on my event. Okay, let's take a look this event class. It's a simple class like a object, like a detail object, right? Just to represent some properties here. Nothing special. What I did here, I'm saying, hey, aggregate, please apply these objects, these values that you have here to this event to be possible the axon created on the server. Okay, we are doing exactly this part here. We have the command handler, and then we will invoke now the event source handler to be possible the axon save all informations. Okay, this is that I'm trying to do now. What I have to do now, let me just on this case, if I keep I can keep just this on the events, but we 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 want the axon save all payload information. For this, it's a good thing create the others properties here. Okay, I have name. Also, I have category. Also, I have price, private double price. Okay, and also I have private brainit, no, private integer, quantity in stock. I will let quantity. Okay, let's fill the information. Let's put name, this category. Okay, this price, this quantity. Okay, the axon. Okay, our aggregate class, it's completed. We have a command handler and we have a source handler. Sorry, let me take some water. Okay, it's completed. We have all information that it's necessary on this side. Okay, what it's necessary we do from now? Let's return to the informations here. I will just erase this stage to be more clear. Tac, tac. Okay. Let me get the pencil again. Where are my pencil? It's here. So, what we did this part. That was our aggregate class. Okay? What is necessary we do now? The second part, it's a projector class. What is a projector class? Projector class is the class that will be responsible to store, to create this annotation. And this annotation, after the event source handler be invoked, this annotation it's invoked. Oh, what it means, it's after source handler. This is called, okay? And what will you do on this class? Just inject our repository. Just inject our repository to save the information on DB. We are using Mongo. Okay? Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. Here it's our projector class. Okay. And then we will do the same thing. I will just copy and paste to save time. It's just a logger. Okay. Let's create here our event. Caps lock, it's not working. Event handler. Okay. Public will be void because it's not necessary return nothing, but if you want, it's you can. I will put the name of after sourcing handler, just to be more clear. Okay. And what this method will receive. Remember, we are working with events, right? After source event handler. After this method, on this method, we will save an axon, and after that, if success, if the information for the event was confirmed on the axon server, this method will be called. And what we will receive here, of course, our event. Create beverage event. Okay? Event. Till now, it's okay. It's okay. But the event is saved on the axon. Here we need save it on the Mongo DB. Of course, we will need build and document Mongo object. Okay, this is very simple. What I will do, I have here a beverage document that it's a Mongo class builder dot build. Here it's dot ID. What will be the ID? Of course, the same ID for the event. Price, event get price. I will just take advantage to the code complete for the IntelliJ. It's not on the same order, but works. Category, come on. Quantity, event quantity, okay? But I told it to you. Let me return to the middle. This class is responsible to save the information on the MongoDB, right? What we need, inject our repository. So let's do this. Private final. I have here the beverage repository, I think. Beverage repository. Okay, let's create a constructor. Okay, so what we did here, it's a simple repository. Let me show to you. It's an interface that it's a Mongo JPA repository, and basically we will use this repository to persist the information on our MongoDB. Okay, what will you do? Sorry, repository, beverage repository dot save, and then what we will need to save? This object. So simple, no? Let me just, come on. Let me remove these lines. I have talk. Okay, let's follow the process. I have the aggregate class that has a command handler that will observe a command instruction. After that, I will invoke the life cycle for the axon CQRS to apply this in some event. And the event that it's listing my create beverage event, it is, okay? As you can see, all things oriented to the parameters, okay? The event source handler will intercept the event that I'm creating, save it on the axon server, and after that, if success, the event handler will intercept this and save it in our database. Okay? What it's left in here now? Of course, our API. I have here an API class that I previously created. On the video that was not possible record the audio. I'm a newer on this, and then of course I will learn on the video by video tentatives. But okay, let's return here. What is necessary here? Of course, we need a post mapping to be possible. We receive our object public. Let me use a completable feature because I want this be asynchronous. Could be asynchronous. Okay. I'll just put create here. Here I will need a request body, and I already created also one object to request this. It's a create beverage request. Okay. And then what it's necessary do now. This is the interesting part. Yesterday I told to you that we have a command gateway, private final command gateway. As you can see, it's from the axon also. Command gateway. Command gateway. Let's create the constructor class. Okay. The command gateway is responsible to send the information to some method on the aggregation class that it's a command handler. It's waiting the correct object that I will set up. Okay. Let's see this. So what I will do, command gateway dot send create beverage command. As you can see, I'm dispatching a create beverage command, and I have a command handler that it's waiting this. Automatically, the command gateway will identify this method and send this information to the command handler. Okay. Okay. Let me create here this send. I have a command create command beverage. That's it. Dot build. build. What I will do? Just set up this method ID. I will generate with ID dot and ID dot toString. Also, my name. Also, quantity in stock. I will do aleatory this. It's not a problem. Category, and I have one more thing. Price. Price. It's okay. Okay. I will just return this. Okay. So what I did here, I'm saying, hey, command gateway, I'm delegating to you to create a beverage command, and automatically the command gateway will identify this method, and then will be possible delegate this to an event, to be possible create this on the Axon server, and then after that my project will be invoked. Okay, let's test this. But before we test, let me show you one thing. Okay, this is the Axon server. This is an overview for the Axon server. Here, it's possible we trace our observability behind the scenes on the events. Okay, as you can see here, I have some events stored here for the previously tests and so on, but the last hour I don't have nothing. Okay, let me live updates here. When I dispatch this request to the command handler and after that the source handler, the Axon server will identify this event here. When this event be stored here, the project class will save it on the MongoDB side. Okay, I have my MongoDB side here with one test. Let me just remove it. Okay, we don't have nothing inside the beverage store. And let me show one interesting thing to you related to the observability. I will start the project command store. Okay. Okay, the command store was started on the port 8080, and if we goes on the Axon server, done. The command store is declared here as an application. Okay. Now I can trace all observabilities behind the scenes on the events. Okay. Let's do one test. Let's pray to do not demo effect. I will just save a new object here. It's a wine. It's a red wine, cartucho. This is the price here in Portugal, and the quantity of stock. Okay, let me send this request. But first, let me put a breakpoint here to be possible you follow with me. Here, after that here, after that here. Sorry, here, and after that on the projector. Let's start. Boom. Okay, my API was invoked. As you can see here, I have our request, the create beverage request with cartucho, red wine, the price and quantity. After that, the command gateway will send this information to this command handler. Why? Because this command handler is waiting this command. Come on, don't let me alone. Come on. Tuck, tuck. Come on, come on, come on. We have some error here. Unavailable. No, not unavailable. Okay. So here we have the API, and then the command handler was invoked. Okay. Here it's our command that we created here. Take attention. Now we have the ID. Okay. This is the aggregator identifier. After that, the event source will be invoked. Yes, was. And I will just release the breakpoint. Of course, we had some errors here. Let me see. Let me start here, but I will take a look on this with you. Okay, but the workflow it's working good. The event handler it's invoked. We have our repository. Let me release this. Okay, let's see here on that side. Okay, we have two objects here. Is not expected, but let me see what happened. I think I know. I will explain this to you on the final. But I know, and I will explain to you how to solve it. But let's see on the axon what was the last payload. Okay, the aggregate identifier it's finished with E1B2. E1B2. Okay, the second one. We have the event working good and the MongoDB side working good. But Jonathan, why you save it 2 times? Because we have two identifiers here. Look, we have uh, already stored this object, and now we have this. It's supposed I clean up before test something, but no problem. It was good because now I will say you something. But we have the event working and we have the MongoDB working. We have the CQRS working good. We have our workflow behind the scenes working good. But what is it? I will show to you now. I will just stop my project and start again. As you can see, I will keep all breakpoints. Okay, I will keep all breakpoints on the projector class, on the aggregator class, on the API, all breakpoints. But you will see the first method that will be invoked. It's exactly the projector class, this method, event handler. Okay, let's see. Look, was the first place that was invoked when I start up my project. Why, Jonathan? Because this is an event and this is managed by the axon. As you can see here, we have the event 22B9A. 22B9A. And then we'll call again. Will be called again. Look, again, two events. Now it's E1, B2. E1, B2. These objects will be saved again on the MongoDB? No, will not. Let's see. Okay, the project was started. It's here. The events, the last hour. It's here, the same events. And on the MongoDB, we don't have more events. Why? Because the idempotency methods. The MongoDB just identified that it's the same ID and didn't resolve do nothing. But why this was called 2 times? Because we have application events. The axon just understood. I don't know if this was a error, but I will send it to this event to be possible. The project guarantee that event was executed. It's a safe instruction from the axon. But of course, it's not necessary we save it again or call it again. We have some approach to solve this. We can create here a object replay status, replay, replay status, replay status, and then we can just check if replay status it's a replay. Just return, do nothing, return. Okay, this is the strategy that we have to be possible. We avoid uh, events replays. Let's test. I will close again, and then let me start the project. Okay, look, we will have the same status. It's a replay. It's true. Look, it's a replay. The axon informed me, okay, I'm sending it to you to guarantee that this event was not lost. It's a replay. What do you need to do with this information? Nothing, just return. And then the other object, it's a replay also, and then we will be safe. Okay. So what we did today. Let me close here. Let me erase that informations. Okay. My pencil. Okay, what we did. We was possible. We work with the command module. Okay, that was created an API that has an interface command gateway. The command gateway sends the correct parameter to the command handler. The command handler receives it and dispatch an event to the event source handler. The event source handler was responsible to save that information on the axon, and the axon, after success, release the event handler, save it on the DB Mongo. On this part here, we have the complete command responsible segregation. Okay, what is left in the queue? Tomorrow or on the weekend, we will work on the query big picture. Okay, what we will do? Create an endpoint, invoke the query gateway to list all events that was created on the Mongo side. Okay, that's it for today. I hope that this video can be useful for you. If you have some doubt, just reach me on the LinkedIn or on the YouTube, and then we can discuss more about the commands, query, responsibility, segregation. Okay, so for today, that's it. I hope that that video now works good, and see you later. Okay, have a nice one, guys. Thank you.